Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it feels so good to say that. I feel like it's been so long since I've sat down here and done a video like this. It's just been absolutely manic. There's been so much going on. Me and my husband have a channel, YouTube channel. So if you want to know why we have been so quiet, why I haven't really been uploading on YouTube, then I will link the video somewhere here and you can have a watch. But there's just been a lot going on. I've been on and off working because of health reasons, and I've been really busy with my wedding content creation business. I've had so many clients over the past year. It's been an amazing year, honestly. I think I've done something like 35 bookings or something like that. Honestly, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone that has supported me. All my clients have booked me. It's just been an amazing year. But now I'm back, 2025, new year. I'm not going to say new me because it's not a new me, let's be realistic. Same me. I wanted to get back on YouTube, regularly start posting again. So you will notice from my page, I've already started uploading my Miami travel vlogs. I'm in 2024 alone. I have been on so many holidays. After Miami, we went to Puerto Rico. I went to Menorca. I went to Bali. I went to Norway. I went to Cappadocia. I went to Istanbul. So all these travel vlogs, plus me and my husband celebrated our third year wedding anniversary, Hindu and legal. So we've got so many vlogs. I've got so many vlogs to post on here, things I need to edit. So we're back now. You're going to be sick of me with the regular posting. But I also wanted to get back to my wedding series because that was one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure you guys have all the knowledge you need to plan a wedding. And it's 2025, so all the 2025 brides, it's your time. And I want to help. So let's kickstart the wedding series again. So my last episode was all about wedding content creation, what my business is about, why I got into it, why you need a wedding content creator. If you haven't watched it, I'll link it now. Go and have a watch now. I have said that you don't need to watch this in order, but I feel like it might make more sense if you do. So if you haven't watched the rest of my episodes, please go and watch the rest before watching this one. This episode is going to be all about clothing. So obviously, Hindu wedding, church wedding, civil wedding, reception. I'm just going to do it all in this video. No, I don't think there's any point making a separate video on this. Unless you guys want it, let me know in the comments below. When it comes to sarees, I've obviously spoken a lot about, creating a mood board. So one of the major things I did on sarees is creating a mood board. I always knew for my Manavara Sari, I wanted to wear like a dusty pink. In 2021, people had started wearing it, but not really. It was only really after my wedding. Obviously, as you guys know, I was a viral bride and my makeup artist has told me countless of times that my look has been requested. 2022, everyone was wearing dusty pink. 2023, everyone was wearing dusty pink. 2024, it started dying down. People started wearing yellow. That was a really popular color as well, and orange. And now I've noticed people wearing blue and purple, which I absolutely love. For me personally, my mum and dad were like blue and purple auspicious colors. So you shouldn't be wearing it. It's not considered good luck, Tamil superstitions and things like that. But that's quite a common one. I have heard that before. But in some families, I know some of my friends who say that purple and blue and, green are actually colours that is good luck for them. So it is what it is based on your family traditions, right? But those were quite popular colours. But you really need to make sure you do a mood board. I would look through other brides that you've seen, save their posts. Every time I was on Instagram, TikTok, I was just saving people's sarees that I really liked. Even if it wasn't a wedding saree, purely based on the colour. And that really helped me pick my first saree. So I actually had a bit of a weird saree journey. I will add some videos now. This for my first saree. One of the reasons why I went TikTok viral was because of my saree journey. So I actually bought a hot pink saree. I still haven't worn it to this day. I need to. If my dad and mum are watching this, I'm sorry, I will wear it. Honestly, 2025 is the year I wear that saree. But I bought a hot pink saree. And every time I was shopping in Wembley, Alperton, Green Street, and I kept saying I want a dusty pink saree, I kept getting the feedback of, it's not going to suit you because you're skin tone, because you're dark, and I'm not even dark. So that is just your typical Asian mentality of dark people do not suit certain colors. And I truly did believe that. I thought, okay, you know, maybe the dusty pink pictures that I did see were fairer brides, but I was like, maybe it won't suit me. So, you know, the amount of times I kept going shopping, I kept hearing that, I just decided that maybe it wasn't for me. And so people were pulling out hot pink sarees. And so I tried them on. There was one I particularly liked. I just wasn't feeling set in myself. Like, I didn't feel complete. Like, when I was trying it on, I was like, and my dad, mum, my sister, they were like, yeah, it's a really nice sari. You should go for it. Like, I really like it. So I just kind of just decided, okay, fine. Everyone seems to like it on me. Obviously, I was going in looking like this, like ponytail and no makeup. So I was like, maybe I just don't see the full vision. Like, maybe I need to see it with makeup and hair. But I still didn't feel settled. And then, purely by luck, my sister, I don't know why she never told me to do this. And this is another thing, is that don't just go to Wembley and Alberton, Green Street, Ilford Lane. Like, don't just go to these normal sari shops that you see on the high street. Like, you need to start going for these businesses. Now, 2021, there wasn't many sari businesses out yet. They were like just starting, or like we didn't know enough about it. We thought that maybe it wasn't, it was too expensive and overpriced, and so that's why we were going to high street shops. But sari business is actually really good because they've got loads of options. They get the saris from like Kanjipuram, India, Sri Lanka, and like it's good quality, and you can tell because of certain things, and I will get to that. But my sister reached out to a business called Vadivu, and they were still up and coming. I think the girl who owns it, she owns it with the three sisters, but her name is Kavita, from what I remember. Now, my sister wanted to find a sari from there. She had already had a vision. I know it's my wedding, guys, but she had a vision for what she wanted to wear for my wedding, and I believe it was like a brown copper sari. So we rocked up, and she's pulling out all the copper saris, and I saw it. I saw the sari, and I was like, this is a sari. This is the color I have been asking for, and everyone kept telling me no. Now, my sister did not go for this sari. She went for another one in that family, but a brown color. So loads of people did say we looked similar, but in the pictures we don't actually look similar at all. But as soon as I saw it, I knew, and that's when I felt like, okay, I found the sari that I want to wear. This is the sari. And I was so happy about it. My dad had brought extra cash, thankfully, and he did say, I just told him, like, look, like, this is the sari. Like, I didn't feel like the other sari was for me. And now that I've seen this, I'm like, no, this is the sari that I want. And he was like, okay, fine. And he bought it for me, you know. Thank God I have a dad that understands me and didn't try to push me to go with the original sari. I mean, same with my mum and my sister. So I'm very grateful and blessed to have a family like them that, you know, they didn't push any of their ideas on me. You know, as soon as I said I wanted this, they pretty much went with it. And they were like, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters for us. So I found my sari there. And I was so shocked because my bridesmaid saris, I was doing it based on matching my original sari, the hot pink one. Anyway, the colour themed all worked. My bridesmaids, they wore hot pink and white, and that complemented really well with my sari. And I'll attach some pictures here of my sari that I went for, and I'll also attach the comparison so you can see. I'd be really intrigued to see what you guys would say, which one you thought would have looked better. So let me know in the comments below if you thought I made the right decision with picking my wedding sari, which is this, or the original sari that I should have picked here. So for my Koorai sari, if you don't know, the Manavara sari, which is your first sari that you walk in with, is actually bought by yourselves. So you can pick that sari. Now, for the Koorai sari, that's actually bought by your in-laws. And now I think with the times and, you know, people changing and, you know, evolution and whatever, people are getting with the times and they understand that, okay, I cannot trust my in-laws to go and buy a sari without me unless they really, really know me, know my taste, because what if they come up with a sari that I don't like? And I know that was a thing back in the day, and even up until like maybe 5-6 years, but thankfully I actually was allowed to pick my sari. So I went shopping. When I was shopping for my sari, my Manavara sari, I found some Koorai saris and they took it out. And I saw two that I really liked. So then when it was buying day, my in-laws are quite traditional in the sense that they wanted to buy my bridal sari on an auspicious day. So they checked the calendar, found an Anala time. So that means a good day, good time to go and hit the shop. And I showed them the two saris that I picked out, and I put it on myself, draped it on myself. And there was one sari that I was leaning more towards, and thankfully my in-laws all liked that sari too, so we all went with the same sari. And I was like, thank God we all have the same taste. Like everyone was pretty much like, yeah, no, that one is it, and this is the sari I ended up picking. And I absolutely loved it. I had so many compliments. No one was really wearing rose gold copper back then, so it was a very unique sari. I mean, I'm not just saying that, because on the day I had so many people, all my guests, coming up and telling me, oh my god, it's such a beautiful sari, like I need to find a sari like this. And there was a lot of people after my wedding that got very similar colors to me, very similar decor, like everything was very similar. And I'm not trying to say that I'm a trendsetter, but I am as well. So yeah, it was a very unique sari and I absolutely fell in love with it. But I got that sari from a high street store. I think it was Venison's I bought it from in the end. Venison's is great. Well, it was great, but I wouldn't say it's still great now. And this is why I said you need to go out for sari businesses and see what is out there. You know, or fly to India, fly to Sri Lanka, whatever you want to do. I mean, for me, I don't see the point in flying there, because I feel like, yes, it's great, your options, but you're spending a flight ticket, you're spending money on hotel accommodation. Surely that is still cheaper buying it here than going there. But that's completely up to you and your personal preference. But the reason I said you need to check sari businesses is because when it went to pleating the sari, the makeup artist told me, I managed to get so many pleats from your first sari because you bought it from a sari business where they have longer material because it's made like that on purpose, versus the high street sari that I bought for my second sari. She couldn't hardly make any pleats out of it because the material was so much shorter, and which I thought was quite interesting actually, because I just assumed that all saris would be the same because it's all coming from the same place, but apparently that is not the case. So yeah, that is a tip. Make sure you are checking your sari, seeing the length, because the more pleats, the nicer it looks really, and you can actually drape it better. So that is a tip from me. So what I would say is, in terms of clothing, like for saris, just to wrap up the sari bit, is create a mood board. Make sure you know exactly what colors you're going with, because there's so many different colors there that you could choose from. And when you go shopping, sari shopping is very overwhelming. Make sure you're taking people that you trust, people's opinions that actually matter to you, because sometimes you can just bring all your family members and it's too many voices in your ear telling you, you know, pick this one, pick that one, and it might not even be what you like. So make sure you bring people that actually know you, know your taste, and you trust their opinion. Third, don't try to do it all on one day. Like, you need to split it out, you know, broaden your horizons, go to multiple places, try and see what you like. I mean, this is what I mean about niching it down to maybe 2 colors that you know that you like. I mean, to be honest, sometimes you can create a mood board with a color that you think you want, and then you get there and you're like, actually, this is the color I want. But if you try to shortlist it, it becomes a much easier process for you. So I would say those are my 3 tips for sari choosing. And also make sure that, you know, you're buying a sari that is longer length so you complete more. And you don't want to get too much of a unique color where you then struggle to buy jewelry with it. So just think about all these little things. For church civil, now, a lot of people are wearing white saris, but if you are wearing a dress like I did, which I'll insert here, there's so many different things that you need to think about. Do you want a white dress? Do you want a cream dress? Do you want an off-white dress? Do you want an ivory dress? There's so many different colors of dresses that you could get. And I don't even think people realize that, but you need to choose the color first that you want. It's very similar to saris in terms of what color do you want. That's the first option. You need to try as many dresses as you can. Bring the right people. It's all relevant here. I, unfortunately, because I was getting married during COVID, I couldn't bring many people. I could only literally bring my sister or my mum and dad if they were allowed. Sometimes my parents were watching outside the window, which was really sad. And sometimes they were allowed in, but I didn't get that experience with your bridesmaids. If I could do it again, I would bring my mum my sister and my bridesmaids to look for dresses, because I feel like it's like a nice bonding experience, you know, with the champagne and everything that you see on Yes to the Dress. Like, I kind of wanted that experience, and I feel like you only get to do it once or sometimes twice if you're lucky, or not lucky, depending on how you take that. So definitely just bring the right people. Third, you need to try on as many dresses as you can. Now, this is key because you might have envisioned of what dress that you want since you were a kid. For me, I wanted a ball gown. I watched Bride Wars and I wanted that Vera Wang dress, the ball gown that Kate Hudson wears. If you don't know, then I'll insert a picture here, because that dress was beautiful. And I was like, yeah, that's for me. And to be honest, for my prom, I went for a ball gown. And for my year 13 prom, I went for a straight dress. So I've done it all. And even after that, I was like, no, I want a ball gown wedding dress. But what did I pick? I picked this. And this is very different to what I had envisioned growing up, because I thought ball gown is all I've wanted. But as soon as I tried it on, I was like, and I didn't just try it on, I tried on so many of the same ball gown dresses. And then I don't know, I just randomly went to my sister, like, I don't think this is the style I want. And she was like, what? You've gone to so many shops now doing the same style. And I was like, yeah, I know, it's weird, but I don't know, like, I feel like I want something a bit, so not sexy, because obviously loads of people do wear sexy dresses in church. And for me, it doesn't sit right with me, because it's a place of worship. And also my mother-in-law, my mum said I need to make sure that I cover up, because I know my mother-in-law will be on my case. So that is what I did. So I actually wanted a tight fitting dress. Not too tight, but something that shows off my figure, because best believe I was working hard to get this body for my wedding, and I was not going to let it be absorbed in a ball gown where you can't really see my body. So I wanted a fitting dress. In terms of A-line, sweetheart neck, there's so many different neck styles. There's so many different open back, like V-neck. There's so many different styles. So honestly, the first thing you need to do as well is research. What styles do you like? What neckline do you like? You can find this all information all on Google, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. But I would say go into trying on dresses with kind of not an open mind, but like knowing what styles you want, because that really does help. Even though I've just contradicted myself, because I said obviously I went in with a ball gown wanting that and I came out with something else. But because my sister has been a die-hard fan of Yes to the Dress and all these other wedding shows, she knew all the styles, she knew everything. So as soon as I said, I don't know if I want a ball gown, I think I want something fitted, my girl went to the lady who was helping us and was like, okay, my sister wants to see this line, this style, this. And I was like, I didn't even know what she's talking about. I think all these words were brand new to me. And I was like, what are you on about? But she smashed it, because as soon as I started trying on those dresses, I was like, this is what I'm looking for. This is the style. And so this is what I went for. Different things that I would change is I would get a longer veil. I went for a short veil because so you could see my back. But then now that I think about it, even my sister was like, you could have gone for a longer veil because you can still see your back. And I regret that now. I would have had my hair out instead of a bun, because I feel like it just, like, I grew my hair naturally so that you could see my hair. And in both my weddings, you did not see my hair because it was up. So what was really the point? I don't know. But yeah, I would have changed that. And I probably wouldn't have gone for lace. I would have gone for lace in a different style. I maybe would have gone for like a more plain dress, longer. I love the train. So the train part is still great. And I think I would have changed into another dress that I could have had more fun in. But I mean, it's so expensive, these wedding dresses. So that's why I decided I'm going to wear it for the whole day. But I either would have changed into something more traditional or a different dress. But these are things that you need to think about. So budget. How much do you want to spend for your dress? Like, are you going to spend the whole day in it, or are you going to do an outfit change? Because if you're going to do an outfit change, don't spend as much money on it, because you know you're not going to be wearing it for that long. What do you want your dress to look like? I mean, coming in with an expectation is good. Certain people come up with even designers that they want. If you want to do that, then completely up to you. I mean, I kind of went in with an open mind, but Google is your best friend here. I mean, I literally just Googled wedding shops and then I went like that. But I think now, because since I got married, like, there's so much information out there on TikTok and Instagram on wedding dresses, you can probably just find like nice places that you want to go to. There are loads of stores that do, like, they're kind of like boutiques where they have every designer. They've got like a sale kind of thing situation, so you can go in there if you don't want to spend as much money as how much they usually cost, like RRP. So there's different things that you could do. And then you've got reception. So if you do want to change, then you have the option to, I know Tamil brides like to go for lehengas, and I know that now Indian style lehengas are a lot more popular. So you've got Mongos, you've got Ekta Solanki, which is where my sister bought her lehenga from, and it's expensive, I'll tell you that much. But it is your wedding day, so I feel like it's the only time that you can spend a lot of money and not care about it. Although my dad did care about it, but I'm just saying in general. I will actually write a kind of a list in the description box below on kind of lehenga companies that I know are really good quality, that my friends have bought from. And again, choose a color, try on as many lehengas as you can, get the feel for it, because to be honest, whatever you choose, your husband's probably going to try and match with you. So you need to think of what colors he likes as well, what suit you, etc, etc. But I think those are my main tips. If you've got any more tips on how you bought your wedding dress or how you bought your wedding sarees, then do leave in the comments below, because obviously this is for brides to be, and by you commenting, that will definitely help. Of course, as usual, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, press the bell so you're notified when I post a video, comment with what else you want to see in my wedding series, any topics you want me to cover, because that would be really useful for me when I know kind of then what to talk about next. And yeah, share this with future brides, share this with any brides that you know that are wanting to get married and need help. And that's it from me. I shall see you in my next video. Bye.